to Bean Farm Gaming. This is our special Halloween edition with the review of the game
Pumpkin Jack.
Pumpkin Jack. It released on October 23rd for a price of $29.99. If you order it within the first week, you can get 20% off. Nice! It was developed by Nicholas Masonier and published by Heads Up Game Studio.
Halloween
Has always been a special time of year for kids and adults in North America. It's one final chance to celebrate the final close of summer as the crisp, colder air moves in. The foliage has displayed its brightest shades of red, orange, and brown, only to fall to the ground and be collected in small piles in sidewalk, street corners, and yards. The opportunity for young trick-or-treaters to venture out into this world filled with dark nights, ghouls, ghosts, spiders, witches, and black cats, while the whistling sounds of leaves scattering in the winds crunching under their little feet, and the distant smell of a wood-burning fireplace fills the air. It's the perfect time of year to sit back and enjoy a few spook-filled games to celebrate the season.
Pumpkin Jack
Is a single-player 3D action platformer where you embody Jack, the mythical pumpkin lord, as you battle your way through a multitude of Halloween-themed levels in order to vanquish the mighty wizard that the humans have summoned. Although the platforming and environments feel the same, the controls and gameplay are straight current gen. If you've played 3D action platformers within the last 20 years, you probably recognize some of the similarities within the gameplay. This is intentional. The publisher described the game as medieval meets Jak and Daxter, which actually matches the gameplay found within. These games helped define the 3D platforming genre in the early 2000s, between the PlayStation 1 and the PlayStation 2, which is exactly what the developer was aiming for. These story-based platformers mastered the third-person perspective, allowing players to explore a multitude of different areas and battle enemies in open-world environments using several different melee attacks that could be upgraded as you progress through the game. I did not find anything innovative, rather than more of a trip down memory lane. Collectibles were scattered throughout the levels, most of which were fairly linear with minimal branching paths. I believe the difficulty level is well implemented, as in the early stages were a breeze, and the latter levels began to approach controller-breaking rage fits as you miss one perfectly timed jump. There was another game that was recently brought back that does this as well. The developer did add some of these minecart challenge events. You may not play through them the first, second, or 14th time, but like most early PlayStation games, you can make your way through by replaying countless times and memorizing the tracks. The majority of the game, you'll be mindlessly hacking and slashing your way through multitudes of brainless AI who basically walk up to your character and attack. This feels completely bland in concept. Again, that's what these early games were comprised of. Speaking of bland, by now I'm sure you've noticed the bland environments. Pumpkin Jack does a good job of setting the mood with the rich purple, the haunting blues, the creepy greens, but after a while the stark color palette tends to feel a little uninspired. Add in some polygonal character models and blurry textures, I ended up feeling like I was playing a really good N64 game. And then there are these mini-game puzzles where you assume the role of this pumpkin squid spider thing, and you run around kicking bombs and flipping levers, just like Lara Croft. Real great. And just when you thought it was safe to relax, 4 minecart roller coaster challenges.
Very nice.
And of course, what would a classic PS2 style game be without the epic boss battles? With repeated attack patterns that can be played again and again until memorized. It wouldn't quite be a video game without the friendly traveling merchant, offering to trade his wares for the little collectible bird skulls you find scattered throughout your journey. What could he be offering? New upgraded weapons? New armor? Maybe a wide variety of spells and potions? Not in this case. This guy only offers new character skins. Or
Chance to ride a horsey.
that's right, folks. A horsey riding minigame.
A chance to ride a horsey.
Throughout my playthrough, I didn't come across any catastrophic brain busters. The game was pretty well straightforward, with the occasional hidden bird skull. Overall, I appreciated the nostalgic trip 20 years back to simpler times, but it didn't stop me from remembering that this game is releasing 3 weeks before the release of the next generation of consoles. For $30, I would expect more from a modern game, and so should you. Pumpkin Jack does what it came to do, and nothing more. Therefore, it earns 2.5 beans out of 5. Bonk.